I don't think I did. Okay, again, so today you're continuing with your Florida virtual math. Even though we're doing flex week, you're still doing the math. If you are behind on some of the other assignments, 2.01, 2.02, 2.03, you need to go back and do those. But please do this one first, the one that we're talking about, while it's fresh in your mind. So today is 2.04, the lesson and the quiz. We're going to click on that lesson and hope that it opens. With our Canvas today, we're not doing too well. Ah, it opened. Yay, we're lucky. Today is the day Runia, our track star, has been waiting for. She's trained very hard for this competition and she's very excited, but also very nervous. Knowing how to add and subtract decimals has really helped her improve her events. Let's keep our math muscles and our body muscles warm and get through the day. When we talk about math muscles, it really is true that the more you do it, the easier it gets. You get in better shape for math. So the more time you're spending on Dreambox and doing math, the more time you're struggling to solve these problems, the stronger you're getting, even if you're not getting to the solution. This time we're going to add 2 decimal numbers using strategies based on place value and properties of operations. I noticed when we were doing the ones with the models, some of you had already skipped to this step, which is fine as long as you understand the models. So if you saw them on a test, you'd know what they are. Add 3 decimal numbers using strategies based on place value and properties of operations. This entire lesson is all about making sure that when you line numbers up vertically, they're lined up by place value. So the decimal always has to be in the same place. There are 5 pages of this lesson. Go the distance. Solve the following equations in your interactive notebook. So pull out your math notebook. I'm going to stop my share and redo my share onto a whiteboard because I want to see if it works. So this says iPhone whiteboard. Oh, it doesn't say iPad. That's interesting. So, okay. All right, here's my interactive whiteboard, but it's not really liking it. iPhone, iPad, Air Display. Oh, I bet that's it right there. Let's see if this works. Your iPhone or iPad, connect, tap screen mirroring. Oh, I forgot to tap screen mirroring. There we go. Zoom, there we go. Okay, unable to connect. Ah, it worked. Yay, is that there? All right, friends, can you see? Can you see my screen? You can. Okay.
I can't.
All right, can you see the screen right now?
No.
It says okay, and I'm scribbling on it. You cannot see that? Guys, tell me if you can see it. It's a little weird. So the only thing I want you to know about decimals is it's almost like you had a place value chart. Can you see that right now? Yes or no? No? You're not seeing anything? All right, I'm going to kill it then. I don't know why it's doing that. Stop my share. So nobody saw that whiteboard with my iPad? Did anybody see it? No. Okay. Well, then I won't use that whiteboard. That's too bad because it was a good one. So the biggest thing I want you to understand is when you are adding and subtracting numbers that have decimals in them, the only thing that's different about that from adding and subtracting regular numbers is that you have to make sure that things are lined up according to the place value. So the way you do that with decimals is make sure that your decimal is lined up. Uh-oh, here comes somebody. None. Let me let Amadi in. It's really not any harder than adding and subtracting other numbers. So if you already know how to add and subtract other numbers, you should be in good shape. None. Okay. Why is it not letting me get rid of my background? It doesn't like me getting rid of my background. Come on. Choose virtual background. I chose none, but it doesn't like that. Maybe it won't let me do it while I'm sharing. Oh, there we go. Yay. Okay. So here we go. Let's say we're adding 2 decimal numbers, 1.32 plus 27.05. all you have to do is make sure your decimals are lined up. They have to be at the same place. Otherwise, you're adding the wrong place values together. Oh, my computer is doing all sorts of funky things today. So all you do then is add the numbers the way you normally do. 5 and 2 is 7. If you need to carry, you carry. 3 and nothing is 3. 7 and 1 is 8. And 2 is 2. You need to keep those zeros in there because they help hold the place value. So I don't think this lesson is a very hard one today if you just keep that in mind. So they're having you add up these numbers and then check your answers, and you should take your time to do it carefully. If you need to carry, remember that you've carried here. So 7 and 4 was 11. 11 is 1, 1 and 1, 10. So you put that over in the tens and you say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and one more is 14. That's 4 tens and 100. You put the 100 over there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. Now we understand how to add decimal numbers using models. We can learn how to add decimal numbers using different strategies. We can add decimal numbers using what we know about place value. So they're showing you that you have to line it up with the decimals in the same place. If it helps to do that on a chart, do it on a chart. Whenever you see an expression like this, an expression is just a number sentence, right? Whenever it's like this, where it's laid out sideways like that, horizontal, I want you to realign it, especially with decimals. You need to write the numbers over the top of each other. So you must rewrite these numbers lined up on top of each other. So here they've put it into the place value chart. They've put this number in the place value chart, and then they line it up, and they're adding the tenths together, and then they're showing the whole answer. I wish they had shown it vertically because I really want you to rewrite that problem vertically. So what I mean by that is whenever you see a problem that's like this, even if it's easy for you, I just want you to get into the practice of writing it like this: 1.2 plus 0.7. So I don't have to write the 0, but I have to make sure the 7's there. And if it helps to have the 0 there, that's fine. 7 and 2 is 9. Put the decimal in and 1. You've got to have the decimal, otherwise it looks like 19, right? So you got to have the decimal. Line them up vertically and get them lined up with the decimals in the same place. That's all there is to it. It's really very easy. And the same thing with subtraction, which I'm not sure they're going to have you do that. Race for place value. So here they're having you add up 3 numbers. Again, line them up vertically, add the hundreds together. Now, when you're adding, you start on the right side of the number. So if you need to bundle and push one over into the next column, you can do that, right? And then it's got a little video on how to do this. And there's the lesson summary and some practice problems. And then you get to the assignment. What's my assignment? Do a little quiz. And you're going to go down and push next and take the quiz. That's all there is to the assignment today. So I'm going to have you go into breakout rooms, do the assignment, and then every single one of you is going to go on and do at least one dream box exercise. And then at 10:30, if you're one of the kids who's in my book club this morning, that's Christian, Javier, Eli, David, and Luis, I'm going to actually move you into a breakout room at the last minute. You don't have to worry about it. I'll just transfer you and you'll come into the breakout room, and then we'll do our book club. And the rest of you will do your book clubs at the time of your book club. So this afternoon at 2 o'clock, Amoy, Anna, Bree, Vivi, and Sophia, make sure to come to that meeting because at 2:30, you're going to meet with your book club. Do I have any question before we go to breakout rooms? Any questions? I cannot see it. It's a blank screen. I'm so sad about my darn screen. Okay, I'm going to make breakout rooms for all of you independently. And then remember that I'll transfer those of you who are in my book club into my book club later. So create the breakout rooms. Okay, I'm going to open all rooms. All right. So you should be able to go to your breakout room. If you have a question, come back and talk to me in here. Brianna, do you have a question? Nope.